New York, Indonesia International Fashion Week. Yeah, and because of their, their effort, their energetic effort, they were able to put up this show in order that for us to have a vantage view and a very good knowledge about the fashion from Indonesia, that part of Asia. And we are very much glad to welcome all those genius fashion designers from the Republic of Indonesia are about to show their impeccable designs from the batik to world-class talents that they have.
Yeah, so first, I would like to thank everyone that made the event possible and add the behind the scenes, our producer for Indonesian Fashion Week, Ms. Vanny Tusignan. Our extraordinary producer, she is not only talented, however, she has been around in the fashion industry for quite some time. In addition to that, she have a great talented team that made this event possible for tonight. So we would like to thank Ms. Vanny Tusignan for putting the show together and for always bringing the best out of Indonesia and sharing that with us. And that's what really is important, because through Vanny, myself and everyone here in New York can attest that we have learned so much about the culture, about Indonesia in a very beautiful and fashionable way. Thank you.
Yeah, and before we forget, we cannot just go on with the show without mentioning a very important person. And we welcome him to our show tonight. None other than the Honorable Consul General of the Republic of Indonesia, Dr. Arifi Saiman, and his loving wife, Madam Endang Sarifi. And his
Please stand up. Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome, sir. Welcome, Madam. Thank you.
Thank you for having us here tonight. Also, we would like to thank all the dignitaries and that made it here tonight for the show. I know that we have dignitaries from around the world and from we have some national and international dignitaries. So thank you for being with us tonight.
Yeah, and we still be lucky that we were able to gather together in order to watch this incredible show. But before going any further, we also want to acknowledge everybody here that they made their way into the consulate of the Republic of Indonesia in order to watch the show, because we are always scared of the pandemic, plus, whatever variant there is connected with the pandemic. But still, we are here to enjoy the show. And before going any further, ladies and gentlemen, let's go down to brass tacks. In order to perfectly appreciate what we are expecting the show tonight, we want to give you a little backdrop, a little bit and pieces of the origin of the materials and the creations that our geniuses will show tonight. So
with the earliest evidence of the Islamist population of Indonesia dates back to 13th century in northern Sumatra, but it's fashion that started even way back earlier. Indonesian traditional textiles were originally made to be worn as sarongs or blankets, but with a touch of creativity and innovation to be comfortable with the changing times. Today, it is most widely recognized the Indonesian national costumes that include batik and kebaya. National costumes are worn for official occasions as well as for traditional ceremonies.
Yeah, and for those who are not Indonesian and are not familiar with the cloth, the print is called batik. So batik is a cloth that is traditionally made using a manual wax resin dyeing technique to form intricate patterns. Traditionally, batik cloth is a large piece of intricately decorated cloth used by Javanese women as kemben or torso wrap. Batik clothes were wrapped around the hips with multiple folds in front called the wirong, while the upper torso wore a kabaya fitting dress.
All right.
I hope our pronunciation is correct.
I think so. If I butchered any words or names, please forgive
I
me.
tried to consult some Indonesians here, and the pronunciation is kabaya.
All right. So with that being said, without any further ado, let's get to it.
Let's discuss for men, because they might think that kabaya or the batik is only good for women.
Let's hold that thought for next. How about that?
Okay.
All right. So thank you. And we'll see.
Okay, here's fast rising Indonesian designer. His name is Johnny Permana, with his intricately embellished collection. Accordingly,
give it up to designer Joni Fermana. Thank you, Johnny, again. Now, moving on to our second designer. The second designer is from Borneo, designer Indah Dari. Please welcome our designer, Indah Dari.
I don't know if it is correct. Who is the next designer?
I would also like to mention that I am dressed by designer Mary tonight, and the inspiration by Rupa, statue of Asmat. Miss Mary Salmary. Our next designer, we're going to see designed by Terry Madine. And now, please welcome. With this collection, you can see the fun, comfy, flirty, beautiful colors. Very
Thank you, ladies. Mama Tudora and her models. Just a little trivia. All the accessories were handmade. the beautiful and ever energetic staff of the consulate. They have been a great help to us. And I also would like to thank the fashion designers who actually fuel their effort and forces together in order to come out with the show direct from the Republic of Indonesia. So a big hand for the designers. And also, at this point in time, it's about fitting and proper that we recognize the good job and the support, the magnificent support of the Honorable Consulate and
Ms. Vanny Tusignan, we would like to ask you to join us on stage, please. And please put your hands together for the Honorable Dr. Arifi Simon. And Vanny Tusignan?
yeah. Vanessa, okay, our producer.
So in recognition of his exemplary contribution to the community and on behalf of the Indonesian government, his unflinching dedication to his office, his outstanding commitment to the service of his people, and his unprecedented assistance and unwavering support to ensure the success of the first ever New York Indonesian Fashion Week. Today, we would like to honor Dr. Arifi Simon. Thank you. We couldn't have done it without the Mrs. as well. Please stand up and please put your hands together for Mrs. Thank you so much for hosting and for the beautiful attire tonight.
Okay, at this point in time again, it's about fitting and proper that we recognize those people behind the scene. And this won't be successful enough if not for their effort. So we would like to acknowledge Nanang Irsan Ismail, the head of the Indonesian team. Next, we have
Dewey Crudo, the marketing director, Andreen Williams, our fashion coordinator, Chitra Bhakti, the floor director, and the rest of the team and the volunteers that have been with us. And they have worked tirelessly behind the scenes. There's so much going on that you haven't seen. So we thank everyone for all their efforts.
And not to forget, those people behind the cameras.
Absolutely.
They had to document
The
everything that happened tonight.
The videographers.
So, headed by our house photographer, Raymond
Thank you.
Chakasik.
Thank you.
Then we have Cecilia Rod, our house videographer. Then we have Elizabeth Strong, our team leader and house stylist. Arasi Alamshia, our makeup artist and her team. Regine Limbangol, our volunteer coordinator.
Yulia at the front desk, and we have Lani Shia at the front desk also. We thank you. Also, we have Joseph DeCross, film and red carpet.
And not to forget, Bira Diaz, our backstage assistant. And Tony Taylor, our film and the red carpet. Of course, tonight's show won't be possible without the able support of our munificent sponsors. We say thank you to Kampiong.
Thank you for Broadway Energy for Tucson.
Yeah, Kampiong Tongbarang. Thank you very much. And at this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, we say
We
No,
still have just few recognition and we have some, we're waiting for some.
Yeah, we have to call the
flowers.
designers.
And
Are the designers ready? No. Oh, yeah, okay.
we would like to have the designers back on stage for one more big round of applause and thank you. We have a lot of designers that came from Indonesia for this beautiful event, and they have worked tirelessly on beautiful collection for this year. So could we have the designers, please? All right. Johnny.
Okay.
We have some flowers.
Okay, thank you, Johnny Permana. Then can we call on Mary Salmiri? Tari Made? Mama Theodoro. Novi Paluch.
Dr. Rosaline. Tari Made. And last but not least, Dr. R.R. And now, the last will be for Ms. Fanny Dusignan. A round of applause for the woman behind the scenes and behind this beautiful event that made it all possible, working throughout the pandemic.